Neil, I mean, wow, what a win. How do you feel after that?
Obviously elated to score. There's no better feeling is there than winning football matches and winning in the way we did last minute. I was made up with the overall performance, irrespective of the scoreline, to be honest. Luke's made some great saves as well, but we've had a lot of chances. They scored a good goal early doors. Officiating wise, I don't really want to go into it, but wow, unbelievable. But both teams, they're very experienced. Went at it. They had their chances. As I say, Luke's made some fantastic saves. We've had our chances. Kept growing into the game. Kept going. And in my opinion, we deserve to win the game. But I'm sure they'll probably have a different point of view on that. But from my perspective, we brought in new players. We've worked hard on trying to create more opportunities. We're doing that. And as I say, to win a game of football with a goal like that, as I say, it's not good if you're on the other end. I've been on that end as well, but to win a game in that manner at home in front of a great crowd who was, shouting us home is if you're going to do it, is probably the best way to do it.
Yeah, I think as spectators today, the thing that stood out the most was the fight shown by the team. Is that what has impressed you the most today and throughout the whole season?
Yeah, we have to play. I keep saying, don't I, on all these talks or whoever I speak to, we have to play with that, and that's us. We have to play with that intensity. And we knew we were playing against a very good side. It was strong. A lot of lads who, with a lot of experience, played league football. And if we didn't stand up to it, we were going to get turned over. The big, the physical, a lot of balls on top of you. As I say, a lot of good players. So we stood up, we were counted. And have a look at me midfield today. I think Whitey might be 22, two boys alongside him, 20 years of age. Two wide lads, young, 22 years. Bobby was excellent in terms of leading the line for us. Two full backs who we brought in, were excellent, two centre halves, and obviously we go back to Luke, and 2 or 3 of the saves he made were incredible. But yeah, the fight, the spirit, everything you want at the right time.
Yeah, as you say, fight all over the pitch. Luke making great saves, but I mean that goal at the end. I mean, what a way to win it.
Yeah, I thought it was a very bitter. Too many stoppages in the game. Game was constantly stopped for half the time. I didn't know what for both sides, but as you say, to win a game with your right back, he's obviously left-footed, as you can tell, to score in that manner in the 96th minute, was it? 97th minute, last minute of time, and the way it went in, probably looked better from where you guys were behind the goal. Yeah, as I say, it's a great, if you're on the other end, it's not nice, but if you're on the right side of it, it's probably the best way to win a football match.
Yeah, and just finally, it was actually the first time you've won this season after going behind. I mean, what a time to do it in the run into the end of the season, where the fight for the playoffs is up for grabs. Anyone can get those spots.
Yeah, it's a tough league. I keep saying I don't know the results today. I'll have a look later, but I've just got to worry about us. And I've said all along, it's not easy to recruit the right players. We've got a good squad of players, and obviously we've got to improve that. It's quite difficult, and I know there's been questions about people. Obviously Manas going out, and obviously we brought Pratty in, but I've got the way we want to play. Obviously lads want to play football, and I've got a budget to adhere to. So I can't have lads. I mean, what we mustn't forget, I think I've got 4 or 5 contract lads all out injured. So there's a lot to in the mix there, and I've also got to get the mix right from a midfield perspective, because only 2 weeks ago I had Jordan Lussey, Liam Nolan, experienced midfield players. I've lost both of them in 2 weeks, so now you have to look for a different type of forward. I've got Sol Solomon, obviously, I've got Finn, and Pratty comes in and he works his socks off. So I've got to look at the whole picture of what I know at the time, and that's what we've got to do. And we've brought some good players in. We've got a good squad of players. Again, today we're only dealing with 16. That's all we've got. But that's fine. That's fine, and that's the way I want. It's nobody's fault. It's not the club. It's the way. I'm not going to strengthen this team unless it's going to strengthen this team or squad. So I have to do that, and I have to try and do that meticulously, with my experience on what I want from my team. And what I want from my team, I've seen in spades today, and that's us, and that's where I want us to be. And you just said a stat there that I didn't know about us coming back from. That shows another side of us which is what I'm working towards. And I think you can tell from the last 5 performances, is it now, that there's definitely, you know, a big, much better intensity, much more robust with the same play. Ultimately, apart from obviously Bobby up top and the 2 foot, but they're basically the same lads, because that breeds confidence. When you've got young players, you've got to be able to keep them confident. They're going to make mistakes. They're going to go. I've just said to them, you know, they're going to come in and out the game, but it's important that they keep doing the right things. And you know, as I say, we've got a very young midfield today, but I thought they were all, you know, as a team, you know, we're excellent.
Yeah, cheers, Neil.